Okay, so we're going to work on section 6.3 today, constructing graphs. We're going to focus on two major types of graphs. The first is a vertical bar graph, and the second is going to be a pie chart or a pie graph, or a circle graph. And we're going to just talk about a few little things that we need to cover, and then we're going to do a couple of examples. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing we need to do when we're developing a bar graph, the first thing we need to do is actually determine the x and y axis. Okay, we're going to determine the x and y axis. I'm not sure why I did that. Okay, so we're going to determine the x and y axis. Now remember that whenever we are doing this, we've got this graph. In this graph, this could be anything. This could be years, and this could be amount of money. Let's just do this. That could be my amount of money. So we're going to make our x and y axis here, and then we're going to label it. So we're going to determine that x and y axis, and then we're going to the next thing that we're going to do after we've done that is we're going to create a scale. Now there are two things that we need to do. We're going to need to make sure that those scales are even. I don't mean like even numbers. I mean like if I had a scale, I want to go 5, 10, 15. Notice that I'm not saying this is a good scale. That this is what I want to work on, as opposed to if I did 5, 10, and then I jumped up to 30, and then I jumped up to 50. Notice that here in the scale, throw off, therefore with it. Okay, so I need to determine my x and y axis. Mark my categories. Mark categories on the x or horizontal axis. Mark those categories on that axis. Okay, and again, remember that could be years, it could be whatever it is that you're trying to make your categories. Okay, then you're going to make sure that you place your vertical bars based on the information given. So, for example, if I know that I need 15, let's say these are cars, say they're cars on the lot, and I know I have 15, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually create a bar that's going to be the right height. The last thing that I need to do is I just need to make sure that there is space, that space is given between bars. And space between bars. Remember, I don't want to make the bars touch each other, because if I were to, if my bars touched each other, then that would actually be a histogram, and I'm not interested in a histogram. I'm actually interested in a bar graph. Okay, so now let's talk about steps in constructing a circle graph. Okay, and they are as follows. So, of course, when I'm dealing with a circle graph, remember, my circle graphs are parts of a whole. So, the first thing I need to do is central angle. The central angle for each of the category. For each category. Now, how do I do that? How do I find this central angle? What we're going to do, well, of course, we have percents. So our central angle by multiplying the percent by 360. 360. Now, why 360? Well, that's because whenever I'm dealing with any kind of an angle, let's just put a little circle here. Anytime I've got a circle, there are angles that are formed. And so we all know that if I have this square edge here, that's 90 degrees, right? And then another full square edge, that's another 90, or 180 degrees. So this whole area would measure 180 degrees, okay? And then as I get 180 and 180, then this entire thing measures 360 degrees. Okay, so that's why I do this by this 360, because I'm looking for what is this angle, what is that central angle going to look like. Okay, so that's the biggest part of doing the circle graph. Okay, so of course after I've found all of my angles, then I need to actually draw my circle. Right, it's a circle graph. So I'm going to draw a circle. Okay. And then finally, you're going to draw each central angle. Now, you can use a protractor to do this. You can use protractor. And Hogs, the beauty of this is the fact that it's going to do most of this for you. So you won't have any issue there. Okay? I'm going to pause this for a moment, and then we are going to go ahead and get started. We're just going to work a few